Hi guys, we are going to finish some more of our capitalization rules. We're going to finish up with what we were practicing with names and titles with exercise 4. Exercise 4 talks about the more titles of navigators and kings and such. So one of the things you want to look at in exercise 4, what I would like for you to practice, and again, if you need to look back at your sheet that has your rules on it, please do so. That's why it's there. It's used to be a tool so that you do well on this, and so you can kind of ingrain it in your head, and then that way you're not having to redo when we take the quiz next week. So when you go through exercise 4, I'm going to show you what the expectation is. You're going to be using Kami. So let's see if I can get mine a little bit closer here. All right. Hopefully you can see that. When you're using Kami, you just only have to go over and go over where the letters that need to be capitalized. So in the first one, in 1497, King Henry VII of England hired a navigator. So the only two words that need to be capitalized in that sentence are King Henry. England is already capitalized, and navigator is just a common noun, kind of like cab driver. Okay, he hired a cab driver. Or he hired a ship captain, but it's not capitalized because it's not pertaining to a particular person. Okay, when you look at number 2, this navigator, notice the comma, John Cabot, landed in what is now Canada. When you have a word like this, that's called an appositive. Navigator and John Cabot are the same person, but it's not his title. But John is his name. It needs to be capitalized, so we change the C and we'll change the J. Okay, for John, and the C for Cabot. Because navigator, this is kind of the same as if you said the teacher, Mrs. Underwood. Teacher would not be capitalized because there is apostrophe setting it apart. And again, that when you do that, that's called an appositive. Okay? All right, so let's go to number 3. The Italian navigator Verrazano probably reached Canada in 1524. Now, notice, Italian navigator Verrazano. That is his title. He is a navigator. So N and V both would be capitalized because that is the title of his job. Captain Verrazano. Okay, Navigator Verrazano. Kind of like a rank if you were in the military. Look at 4. In 1534, King Francis I. King is his title. It would be capitalized. And Francis is his name. It would also be capitalized. And notice they say, I believe. What do we notice about the I? Oh, capitalize that I. An I by itself is never a lowercase I. It just is not. Okay? Sent Jacques Cartier to the New World. Jacques, the J, and the C is going to be capitalized. What you are going to do with Kami is you are going to identify these. Just like Miss Underwood has gone over them, you are going to put the capital letters where it's needed, just like it says. Okay? You are going to do 1 through 6 with Kami. Okay? 1 through 6. Then 7 through 10, you're going to write. You're going to write out correctly, changing the letters of the capitalization. And then you are going to submit this. Several of you have not been doing the top part in Kami. I'm going to start taking off for that. Okay? And I will tell you that the points that I plug into this are mainly for 7 through 10 for all of the capitalization that should be done here. So that's about 25 points. So if you miss all of these before you even get to these, you're going to be negative 25. So make sure you're doing all of your work that you're supposed to. This is going to finish up the exercises that we did with the ones we did earlier in the week. Okay, the new ones that we're going to talk about, well, here they are. Deal with capitalization of places. Here we go. Here we go. Maybe. There we go. So, names of specific capital proper nouns are capitalized. Do not, however, capitalize articles or prepositions. Articles are a, and the. So an article is a, and the. I would pause the video and put that on your capitalizing names of places. Or prepositions. Prepositions are a lot of words. Of, because, those kinds of words. We would not, like between, land between the lakes, we wouldn't capitalize between. We would capitalize land and lakes, but we wouldn't capitalize between because between is a preposition. Okay? When you are looking at these rules, there are 5 more. These all relate to the names of places. Okay? So the first part talks about cities, counties, states, countries, and continents. So a city such as Carrollton, a county such as Carroll, a state such as Kentucky, a country such as the United States of America, and a continent such as North America. Okay? We are capitalizing bodies of water. So think about bodies of water around us. We have Butler Lake. We have Little Kentucky River. We have the Kentucky River. We have the Ohio River. We have Elmer Davis Lake. If we go a little further in Kentucky, we have land between the lakes. So these are all bodies of water. Okay? Number 3, capitalize the names of sections of the country. We live in the Midwest. Some people are from the South, New England, Southwest. My son lives in the Pacific Northwest. And when you talk about those areas, like Pacific Northwest, Pacific and Northwest would be capitalized because they are sections of the country. Number 4 talks about compass points when they refer to a specific section. So like I said Pacific Northwest. Northwest is a specific section of the country using a compass point. Okay, because it's saying northwest. Here it uses the term northeast. Okay, but it wants you to know that you would not capitalize compass points if they're used to indicate a direction, like south of something. So you might say that Louisville is east of Carroll County. Okay? In that instance, you wouldn't capitalize east because it's telling you what directionality you're going. when they are talking about an adjective, which is describing a noun, then you don't capitalize that either. Like it's talking about a northerly wind, an eastern star. Those types of things, again, are just giving the directionality, so it would not be a title that would be capitalized, okay? When you're doing street names and highways, they are always capitalized. And if they are a building, such as the Eiffel Tower, the Sears Tower, Washington Monument, I'm trying to think, the Hoover Building. So these are specific building or bridges like the Golden Gate Bridge. All of those would be capitalized. Okay, that is naming of a place. So this week, for Friday and Monday, and Tuesday, we will be working on exercise 5, 6, and 7. Okay? And I don't think there's an 8. But if there is, there will be an 8 in there. The first ones are pretty simple. Number 5 is you're just rewriting these. So you're going to use Cami again. And 1 through 10, you are just going to go over and fix. Okay? Pay attention to what the words are saying. And you go back and refer to your rules because not all of them have to be capitalized, okay? Then 11 through 20, you're going to type those words out. So this will probably be worth about 40 points by itself. 2 points for each one. Okay? So there's exercise 5. Now, exercise 6. If I can get her in there and move Miss Underwood's little head around here. Okay, so in exercise 6, you're not going to rewrite all of the sentences. You're just going to do 7 through 10. I didn't have you do as many. But again, you are going to do these on Cami. You're going to go through with Cami and fix it. So the country of Mexico, well, Mexico is a country, so it should be capitalized, is south of the United States of America. South is a direction, and it does not have to be capitalized. Okay, it's not what it's called in the South. It is telling you what direction you're going to go. You're going to go south of the United States. United States of America. The U would be capitalized, the S and the A. The O in of would not. It is part of a prepositional phrase, of America. So when we talk about prepositions and articles, it's not an article. There are only 3 articles, a, and the. But of would be considered a type of preposition. Okay? Number 2, Mexico is the most northern country in Latin America. So number 2, Mexico is already capitalized. The most northern country in Latin America. Again, it's telling direction and region, but it's not telling region, it's just telling what direction geographically it is. But it does not need to be northern country, would not be capitalized. But Latin would be, and so would America. Okay? So I want you to continue to do these till you get all the way through 1 through 6. Okay? And you are going to rewrite at the bottom 7, 8, 9, and 10 on the lines.